Okay.
From our humble backyard studio, this is the Almost Famous Radio podcast with your host, Jeffy McJefferson. Let's go.
And welcome to the Almost Famous Radio podcast. Jeffy McJefferson here. Well, you already heard Rhett because she's here again.
I'm always here.
You're always here, Rhett.
Well, mostly.
We have Carolyn.
I'm here sometimes. Hi.
This is an experimental deal here. So we have Tammy from Missouri on the phone. Tammy, can you hear us?
Yes, I can. Hello.
Hi, Tammy.
Woohoo!
Hi.
It's
All
my
right.
bestie.
That's her bestie for thousands and thousands of years.
Oh my God, way too many. We can't keep saying how long because then it ages us.
But it is fun because this is the first call-in.
Yeah.
Yes.
First call and try.
That's big.
Yeah.
Expanding.
It's
fun.
huge. So huge.
So you decided to experiment with me. Great.
Yes, perfect.
Thanks for being our guinea pig.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, that's me.
So what we do, Tammy, we go around the table and I guess around the country, and we tell everybody what's drinking. What you drinking, Rhett?
I'm drinking a Party Bomb strawberry lemonade.
Carolyn
Some ginger honey juice.
from Ninkasi.
Mm-hmm.
From Ninkasi.
Tammy, what you got?
I've got the Truly Wild Berry.
Truly Wildberry, and I got the Springfest from Sierra Nevada. So what I wanted to talk about on this one, this little show is about kitty cats, believe it or not. And everybody's going like,
That's
oh,
a far cry from
this
what we've talked
vulgar
about.
piece of shit is talking about kitty cats.
And not those kind of kitty cats.
And not those kind of kitty cats. I know.
Oh, dang, I was on the wrong show.
Oh, let me restart this then. So,
Miscommunication. Whoopsie.
yeah, it's kind of, it was, we were at Cartwright's doing our pregame thing, and then Krista was like, okay, I'm going to pull a Ricker here. Gonna wait and see when Jeff starts talking about kitty cats, going with
Starts
the pussy,
mentioning
and
pussy.
starts blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I don't think that's going to work on this one.
No, because I think we're really talking about cats. Like,
I know. And then Mike,
Or
Carolyn's
are
like,
we?
I know, Carolyn's a little worried. The look on her face is like, are we?
yeah,
Wait, is this an April Fool's joke?
right?
and they were saying like, okay, well, could it be hairless cats?
Oh, shit.
You know, and stuff
Just
like
for the
that.
No.
record, I don't like hair.
No,
I
that's-
think we're
No.
multitasking this show, actually.
No.
We might be.
Well, welcome to the show.
You know there's going to be innuendos. Come on.
Yeah.
No, but with the
So,
hairless
Jeff, do you
cat-
prefer
Oh.
do you prefer long-haired cats or short?
Well, God, we've already gone off the rails.
No, but honestly, one of my coworkers was telling me about the hairless cats because kitty cats with hair, it like helps with all the little, what's like the little piece of poop that's stuck at the end? No.
Dingleberries?
Yes, dingleberries.
Dingleberries.
But with hair,
Doppelgangers.
I know, I was like, that was not, that's
Doppelgangers?
wrong. But hairless cats don't have that.
Might
So when
inform
they,
him that I'm in here too.
oh,
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. Dusty's there. Hey, Dusty, what's up, man? That's
Bonus
Tammy's-
Not much. You was
that's
more
Tammy's
worried
husband.
about talking about cats than you were what you're drinking. Hell, you think people gonna make fun of you drinking whatever the hell it was as opposed to talking about cats?
Well, stay
At
tuned.
least
Well, stay
now
tuned.
Jack Daniels.
Stay tuned, brother.
I'm going to talk about cats, but I'm drinking Jack Daniels.
Oh, all right.
That's right.
yes. But no, hairless cats leave,
They don't get the dingleberries.
well, they don't, but they leave marks on your counter and not the kind of marks you want, not paw
Ew.
prints. Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
I
Is that
know.
when they do the drag the ass?
No, I don't think they drag it. I think they just sit down and leave you a little
Little butt
Yeah,
kisses.
a little
Yeah.
kiss.
Little Hershey's Kiss.
Ew.
Ew.
Uh-huh. I
Oh,
know.
starfish kiss.
Yes.
Yes, that's what I was trying to think of. A starfish.
Okay,
Ew.
Yeah, I don't think that. No, I don't
I
think.
don't feel like I can
don't think I'd
cuddle
want
a
a bald
hairless
cat.
cat.
No. I mean, I feel like a hairless cat is similar to a chihuahua, honestly. Sorry if you guys have
Well,
chihuahuas over there.
And then I think you have to be careful too of their skin because they don't have the hair. Their
To
skin
protect
is
'em.
actually
Yeah.
their skin's really thin. And then I've seen things where they have to. A lot of times we'll have to put sweaters on them and stuff to keep them warm because they don't have any hair.
Again,
Yeah.
the chihuahua of cats.
yeah.
Yes.
Ew. So we all
Right.
agree, no hairless cat.
But we
No.
all
No hairless.
we all
No
do.
bald cat.
Well,
Yeah.
you know.
We're off to a
Okay,
great
next
start.
subject.
I guess
Checked. We all agree.
the only hairless cat that I've ever really seen
Hairless
that was
cat.
kind of cool was like a real kitty cat, not the kitty cat you were talking about. But anyway,
Because there's some of
Listen.
like the
I'm
Egyptian
talking about real
goddess
catty
cats.
cat. What are you talking about? I am talking
I'm
about real
talking
kitty
about
cat.
the kitty cat from Dr. Evil who had a little
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you want a 1970s kitty cat or a 2026 cat?
Well, I'm gonna have to
I
ponder.
don't know how to answer that
I'm gonna have
question.
to ponder that one for a while there, Dusty. So
Back in the 70s, this is the poofs.
Very long haired cats.
Yeah,
We're more popular.
they're more puffy.
oh, I got you. Gotcha. Yeah.
I was going back on the puss part. Thank you.
Dusty's,
Okay, I just
that's
had a
all Dusty's
handful
about.
on my mouth. So
What the
I went too far.
No, nothing's too far on here, but I told everybody at Cartwright, I said, oh, it's going to be a sweet episode. Like, we're really sweet, talking about kitty cats and shit. Like, obviously not, right, Carolyn?
I don't know.
I mean, there's a lot of innuendos. Come on.
Well, there is.
Is this also on YouTube going on right now, or
No, they're just recording.
okay?
No, we're
I
not.
didn't know if we had a visual of what's going on.
No, there's no video.
No, no video.
Yeah.
It's just us sitting around the table in the shed.
That's about it. Yeah. Okay. God, I got
So, Rayette, you didn't have
I
kitty
gotta reel
cats.
this in.
Yeah, kitty cats.
What's that, Tammy?
So, Rayette, you didn't used to have cats. You've had dogs. I didn't know that you were a cat person until kind of sort of recently.
I actually have always almost had a cat, like all the time, believe it or not. Yep. My first cat was Sambo Melbourne Spencer Theatric Chicken Noodle Soup. And
Wow.
we
Imagine
called him
learning to write
Sam.
that name in kindergarten.
Yeah, we called him Sam.
Yeah, that would be probably a good idea.
When the girls were growing up, we had Callie. She was a long-haired calico.
Well, you
No.
shortened that name awfully good.
I know.
Yeah, good
And
job.
then my latest one that was in Klamath was Jamie. He was like white and gray.
That's so weird. I don't remember you having cats.
Yeah.
Huh.
He was
So you're
outside a
crazy
lot,
cat
though, and
lady
stuff.
too.
Yeah. I'm a crazy cat lady.
Well, let's go around the table, I guess. And then, okay, Rhett, our cats,
Lily and Tucker,
Lily and Tucker,
they just turned a year old.
Oh.
And their brother, sister.
they're like Tabby's white.
Yeah,
Yeah.
white tabbies.
Yeah.
Yep.
Carolyn.
We have Panther and Pepper sisters that were born on the side of our house in our backyard from a couple feral kitties that made more feral kitties.
And you said they're almost 5?
So, yeah, we estimate that. I mean, I told the vet when we made them our own cats that we think they were born around like May-ish because
Yeah.
when they first came around, it was mid-June and it was like 100 degrees out, socked in smoke. And we noticed there were these little floof balls running around the backyard with their mom. So I put a little salsa Tupperware of water out there for them and they started coming around. And so with the features, like you can find charts of like eye color, what their fur looks like that estimates how old they are. And so we kind of guessed that that's around where they were. So on paper, their birthday is May 1st.
Okay. That works.
And they were born in our roommate's kayak on the side of our house. Yeah. And then It was over the summer, like lured them in with little ribbon toys, got some kibble, got some tuna.
You're like, I'm going to make you mine.
Looked up like what you can feed stray cats from your fridge or like from your house just to not have to do a lot for them. And we did just plain scrambled eggs, no butter or milk, and put that out there. Mom would come around sometimes. We knew who the dad was too because they would be together. And then when they would come around more, we started leaving our back door open and putting the food right inside the house. So then they started to come into that. And then we moved it into the kitchen and they'd come in and the kittens would eat and kind of look around. But the mom was super feral. So she would come in and eat and just dodge back out. And then it was like October, November-ish. And our roommate was going to be gone to Tahoe for a couple weeks and it was getting cold and we weren't going to leave the back door open to like heat the backyard.
Yeah.
So we decided to lock them in. And if they hated it, let them back out and live their feral life. But they were okay. And that was...
Now you have 2 cats.
Yep.
Indoor cats.
Indoor cats. Yeah, because we've lived areas that aren't really like conducive to having outdoor cats survive.
Sure.
But they'll be 5 on May 1st on paper.
Cool.
All right,
yeah,
Tammy.
and they're awesome.
Tammy, what you got?
I've got Harley, who's going to be 2 in this summer. And he was they say a feral cat. He was but he was he let me pick him up from like a month old and I brought him home. He was born out in the country outside from one of the feral mom cats out there at Dusty's mom's house. And he was the only survivor and
the mom cat abandoned him.
Yeah.
Aww.
And so then I brought him back here by 8 weeks and he was so tiny. I ended up getting a kitchen scale to start weighing to see if I could get him, start eating because he was only like 28 ounces or something at 2 months. Yeah, he was tiny, just skin and bones. And so slowly but surely got him to eat and stuff and he started gaining weight. He's still kind of on the small side, but he eats a lot and is good. And then Grayson, his mom was one of the feral babies out there that Dusty took to his house. And she went tramping around out and got out the dog door and tramped out around at least one night, apparently. And she got pregnant and Dusty came home to having babies in his bed.
Oh my goodness.
No fucking way.
That's not the complete story because I tried to get all the animals out of the bedroom when I'd go to work or come up here to Tammy's house. And I didn't know because she crawled underneath the sheets and had the damn cats.
Oh,
and so
shit.
She had the cats underneath the damn sheets and I didn't know anything about them. And I kicked her ass out. So
all day long.
With
her newborn babies.
And then I came home and I noticed a couple lumps in the bed. I thought, either that's a pair of socks or... And I pulled back the sheets and saw the mess. I thought, well, God damn it.
Kitties.
So then he let Gypsy come in and then she nursed him and took care of him and everything was fine. But one of her babies was Grayson and he had a sister and her name was Callie because she had more of the like calico kind of markings and stuff on her.
Yeah, you guys are best friends, aren't you? Go ahead.
But yeah, they're both farm cats, I guess you'd say. But they're good together. And Grayson it took him only like 24 hours for Harley, and he just took him in, and they started sleeping together. He started bathing him, and everything was so cute.
Well, and female calicos are more rare too. Females are for calico print.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It just depends.
Are they just inside cats?
Yes, for sure.
Okay.
Just inside. Well, because we had that one cat, Hazel, she needed to be outdoors, and so I moved her out there to Dusty's cabin out there out in the country so she could go in and out because there's a dog door and she had, and she did great out there, but she got bit by a tick. And so she got that bobcat fever and that's basically terminal. So we had to put her down. So now I'm like, man, I really want to be vigilant about the fleas and ticks and stuff because even if I don't let my cats out, the dogs can bring it in.
Right.
So,
you got to be careful of that.
Yeah, it's true. So, Dusty, what are you drinking? Coors Light?
Yep.
I figured. I
Got a
had
Coors.
to
Coors
get you
Light.
in on that because I mean since you jumped in. I mean he had to go around the table, so
Bonus.
I knew he would be he's a Coors Light guy, so we got
Coors Light.
So yeah, you can tell our kitty cat story.
How we got them?
Sure.
Well, we had a kitten that we rescued named Mila, and we rescued her at 3.5 years old. And we had her about 3.5 years old. And then she got kidney failure. And by the time we figured it out and everything, because she seemed healthy up until she wasn't, it was too late.
She was a good cat.
And so we had to put her down. And then we went through the house and we took everything out. And we're like, we're done with animals. We just love too hard. It's too hard losing them. And so we got rid of everything in the house. And then a week later,
You replaced it all.
well, I just wanted this one little long-haired kitten.
I have after comments once you tell your story.
You
And
got it.
so we went to go get this one little kitten, and there was 2 of them in the little thing at Petco. Well, my friend happens to run like the rogue cat, rescue thing.
Oh.
And so, and apparently there was other people in line for her.
But she gave you the buy one, get one free coupon?
Well,
Kinda.
kind of. So I messaged her and I'm like, hey, so like we really want this cat. Is there like any way I can like jump to the front of the line type thing? You already know me. You already know, everything. And she goes, well, we kind of really want to keep them together, but let me have Jennifer call you. Okay. So she calls. Well, come to find out, Jeff knows Jennifer. And so they were like, well, we have a couple that wants both of them. And if we can keep them together, then we're going to go with that couple. And I'm like, I totally understand. Like, I get it. There was only 2 in the litter. Okay. And then I was like, what? Me and Jeff kind of look at each other. Well, what if we just take both? Well.
Yeah, we were eating Mexican food at Kamal.
Yeah. So the next morning we had 2 cats. So we had to go buy all new stuff, a new cat tree, a new everything. Because we, of course, got rid of everything a week ago. So these kittens cost us, a fortune to read up everything.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Carolyn. You had a story.
But that's how we got our cats.
No, well, it's about your cats. Because I think Mila was one of the cats where I was like, I think I like cats other than my own. Because I was not a cat person until we ended up with the girls. And then Mila was such a little lover.
She was a perfect
She'd follow me into the
cat.
bathroom here. Like
The perfect
As they're
cat.
talking now, he's laying in the living room.
That's how Harley is. He's my little shadow.
Yeah. And the other thing I think is hilarious is after you lost Mila, I remember you guys both being like, we don't want to deal with it right now. We're not going to do it. And then within a few days to a week, you're like, okay, we're already looking at new cats. And I was like, well, you might as well get 2 because I've only experienced having 2 as like an adult caretaker of
Our
cats.
life has never been the same since.
And that's why I was like, yeah, it's good to have 2 around. And you're like, we're not getting 2. We are only getting 1. That's it.
Yeah.
If we
It is nice
and then
to
all
have
of a sudden,
2.
like 3 days later, you had 2 cats.
2 little kitties, man. They were little.
That
too,
is
man.
exactly what happened.
Yep.
That's pretty
Isn't that fun when they're babies too? And you get to, they're like your little babies, and you see them grow up and
It is. It totally
and
is.
mature and stuff, and the little things that they do and stuff. Like when they're tiny, it's just like having a little toddler grandchild, or you know what I mean?
Okay, so you know what we got for National Kitten Day?
What?
Child locks on all the cupboards in the kitchen. Because Lily likes to open the cupboards and pull the toaster and stuff out, or get crackers out and eat them. So
She's hungry.
she's not.
You need to give her a snack.
It's like the toddler in the Tupperware drawer. She just needs an area that
Yeah.
she can do
Exactly.
that.
They're naughty. They're getting better, I think, but they can be naughty.
Oh,
Did you see that video, Rayette, of my cat, of him? What was like, oh, he's so cute playing in boxes. But at the end of that day, I was messing around cleaning my house. And at the end of the day, he had pulled, that's his Grayson when he was a kitten, and had pulled down my curtains onto the floor and then ended up curled up in there taking a nap.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's Lily's been doing something similar to Jeff lately. Pulling his bath towel down and curling up on it on the floor.
So Pepper loves Neil's spot on the bed. I think it's just.
But he took
Girl
a shower,
kitties
not thinking about it,
bad.
and got out of the shower and like dried off with it.
Yeah.
And she's long
and by the
hair,
way,
so
don't try to pull a visual on that. She's just telling a story.
and he was covered
it's not
in
good.
cat hair
Yeah, I did.
after freshly getting out of the shower.
Yeah. Did you just get back in?
Because I didn't shave, man. And so I was drying my face.
Like your chest
and
or
Lily's
No,
a
his
long hair.
face.
And all of a sudden I was drying everything and I look in the mirror. I was like, oh my God, I almost had a Santa Claus beard. I was like, Lily, damn it.
When you haven't shaved and you're like a lint brush. You just picked up all that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And being wet, the kitty hair loves to stick to that too.
Golly.
So how many of you guys have to put up your paper towels and toilet paper?
Oh, we got
Are you
special
kidding me?
covers that I ordered off Amazon for our toilet paper
Yeah.
so that they don't, because we'd come into piles of toilet paper on the floor.
Carolyn's kitties are good kitties.
Sometimes, I mean, for the most
But they're
part,
also 5.
yeah. But they
You
haven't.
had them from little bitties.
They've never really messed with the toilet paper.
Yeah.
I mean, they mess
with.
with. So I would say on the under the couch stuff. The other day was looking for something, and I looked under the couch, and I was like, "Huh, that's quite the pile there." And I used broom handle, and in this tiny little center circle, because I think it's where Pepper, she's our playful one, but where she could play with it under the couch enough, and then she couldn't reach it anymore. There were 2 or 3 chapsticks, a couple of the disposable eye drop things, because if they're on the couch
There's gotta be
table,
some caps, some bottle
there
caps or
there was a
something.
cough drop, and then there was like 6 of her toys, all just in this one condensed area. And I was like, "Wow, that's quite the find!" And there are all of my
bases are covered
chopsticks.
now.
Yeah, that's right. So is
Chapstick, cough dropping toys.
anything that was accessible to
She
her
could
on
live
the
under there
side
for
table, that she
years.
just would play with. She loves to knock stuff off.
Remember when you used to drink the Coors Light with the used to
bottle
drink
caps.
the bottles and it had
Yeah.
the bottle caps.
Mhm.
Find them all over the goddamn house.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
She
so
really likes hair
Well, I
ties
was
too.
spending
Yeah.
50, 60 bucks on cat toys. And then we want to play with the beer. beer.
Yep.
Or the cardboard box.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
still have a box in our living room because I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Any special tricks or funny quirks with any of your guys' cats?
Carolyn.
I mean, we got some weird girls. They got quirks.
Yeah.
Panther was the runt when we found them. She was tiny, and they wouldn't even let us get close to him or like weigh him or anything. But she was tiny, and she, I think, was probably like just didn't get enough nutrition, maybe like anoxic brain and like didn't get enough oxygen, because she's just always been a little off.
And just a little tardy, a little
Yeah, like
slow.
like she sticks her
Little
tongue out
tardy.
sometimes. Like told my mom she was our special girl. My mom said, "What do you mean by special?" And I was like,
You
"Please
know,
don't make me tell
special.
you. Like, please don't make me
windows.
explain this."
Short bus kitty.
Yeah, but she is such a lover. She really is a little lover. But she only loves mom, and she runs away from Neil. But she was the runt, tiny. Like her sister would catch mice on the back porch before we brought them inside, and Panther would like look at it and like bat her paw at it. Like I don't think they would have.
Like, I don't want to hurt you.
Yeah, she would
Yeah.
not have survived the winter if we didn't bring them in. I really
Aw.
don't think. But she now loves the food bowl. She a big girl, and then her sister's the more like playful, slender one.
Yeah, so
But
if
quirks,
anybody out there wondered what color Carolyn's cats are, I think you can guess it with Panther and Pepper.
Yeah. So what's interesting? Yeah. So Panther is full black with a little bit of tiny white coming through, because her mom was a tuxedo, but with Maine Coon hair, like long hair, because the grandma was our neighbor's cat named Marshmallow. And so we just called the mom Junior, because she was Marshmallow Junior, but we don't think the our neighbors knew that necessarily that their cat had had a kitten, because it wasn't, they didn't really pay much attention to her. Like, I think the kitten was more feral than like the grandma
So
was.
it sounds like a family scandal.
Yep. So we had tuxedo, long
We
haired.
kept it under wraps.
Yep. And then the
Oh,
dad.
marshmallow.
Well, that's so we called him just the grumpy gray. Oh, what do we call him? So the dad was just this real big, short-haired, tabby-colored cat. And we are pretty sure he went around like impregnating the whole neighborhood, but he was just a jerk too. And so when they showed, like, he would howl at you.
He sounds like my kind of guy. He
would hiss at you. Like, he wanted to get close to you, but then would like you almost wondered if he was going to pounce on you, kind of thing. And so when those are the parents, so Panther got the dad's like big bodied, short hair, but like black velvety, and then Pepper got the Maine Coon, long, fluffy hair, but with tabby coloring, and she's more petite bodied. I don't know. Yeah, genetics are weird.
Yeah.
How about you, Tammy? Do your cats do anything?
My cat fetches.
So does mine.
Oh, Pepper does. Pepper does. Yep. Yeah.
So he used to do it more when he was younger. He would do it more where I would throw it. He would bring it back to me. I'd give him a treat. But then once I got Harley, then he quit doing it altogether, and he only does it with this one special toy. But now, recently, within the last 6 months, he'll bring it to me. He'll meow or something, or he'll sit there and he'll bring it like to me or close to the room where I'm at. And then we just have it's just a different game now. It's not like I throw it, he brings it back to me. I'll throw it and we'll play. And then when at his convenience, he will bring it to me.
Yes.
Yeah,
and then he wants all of the accolades for all of that afterwards. But I don't care. He's still doing it. He's still doing it.
But I mean, your kitty cat does that like in the living room and shit, right? Or any other room or whatever.
Throughout the whole house. It doesn't matter where. It depends on his mood.
Yeah, but
Fair.
ours, go ahead, you can tell me.
Only does it from the bed, like at 1 or 3 in the morning. That's when he wants to play fetch. And it used to always be just a spring. But this morning, he brought me this other little toy with a bell on it. And we played fetch for probably, I don't know, 5 or 6
sound effects
times.
Too. Okay. So not just the motion, but the sound effects too, to keep you up in the middle of the night.
Yes. Yeah. It's
springs are
fantastic. I'll send you a video.
So when did Pepper start doing that?
She's always been super playful. And that's the same thing, like Panther. Yeah. And I think she's not a fetcher in the way that she like brings it right back, but she loves you to throw a toy across the room and then she'll like dart for it and then play with it and maybe bring it part of the way back. And then
I was wondering about those toys, those flying bird toys are like motion activated.
I've seen this too.
I've got scenarios in my head thinking they might tear the shit out of my house. Like, what if it's then they're going to climb up the grandfather clock or something, or you know what I mean? So I'm like, it looks, in theory, it looks good on paper, but like realistically, are they going to just tear up your house? Or you're going to come home and looks like someone mugged your house?
See, I'm with you there because I totally see
like
my house being destroyed.
Or maybe just only put it up when you're gone.
Or you have to hide it, but then they're gonna.
You'd have to put it out when you're there to supervise.
Yes.
Yeah.
Supervise the destruction.
I have a toy that I turn on and it's like battery powered or whatever or rechargeable. Shut up, Dusty. And we only
get it at first. Immediately laughing, and I'm like, "What the hell?" Like I even elbowed him, like, "What the fuck?"
I would say it's a cat toy, but you can also interpret that other ways too. So it's all good.
It is a cat toy. But we can only turn.
Bluetooth.
I'm sure they have that for both.
Probably. But we can only let them play with that when we're home because they get out of control with it. Like they go crazy with that thing.
Yeah.
So
go ahead, Dusty. You're frothing at the mouth. Go ahead and comment on that.
No, I'm sure he's got lots of things floating around.
I'm sure.
So catnip spray. Has anyone tried catnip spray?
We have, and I think they like sort of notice it, but I did recently just get a toy that's a fish and it has like a Velcro pocket that opens up and it came with, they called it Meowiwana, but it was with catnip. Meowiwana, I think was it. Yeah, it was pretty funny. But they do
They
love
went
that.
after that one.
Mm-hmm. Pepper does the thing like where they call it like the rabbit kick or like
Yeah.
where if it was a animal they would slit it down the middle with their claws.
Sure.
So she does that with it, and then Pepper just snuggles it and drools. Or Panther, sorry, Panther snuggles it and drools. So that's their different personalities.
Mila liked catnip when we'd spray stuff, but the kittens don't seem to.
I don't know about the
React too
spray. I just
different.
don't feel like it's. I don't know, but when we've used the like actual loose leaf catnip, they do seem to like it.
I don't know
Because
if we've ever used
one of their
that.
scratchers came with it, so it was like a sort of a box type scratcher, like almost like a casserole dish, but a cardboard scratcher thing, and it came with catnip to sprinkle on it, and they definitely would go a little nutty for that.
Does your cats like catnip there, Tammy?
They love this. They're hooked. They are hooked on the spray.
Interesting.
We can do the little powdery stuff, but it don't last for so long because that's all dried out and probably old from sitting on a shelf for who knows how long and whatever. But I do it too. Like they have a little play area in the which is supposed to be your dining room, and I have this big long cardboard thing that Dusty's runners for his truck. What do you call that? The step board or whatever. So it's a big long tunnel box, which they love.
Oh yes, I
And
bet.
and then whenever you get, packing paper, that's like those big long strips of that kind of sturdier paper, but they
Yeah.
love that paper.
Oh.
So I spray it on that, and then they're in there like it's a ball pit. They love it, and then they'll go in and out of the tunnel and stuff when I spray that stuff on there. So it just once in a while, and then of course that wears off. But like during that time, they have a fun time.
Yeah, I bet they love tubes and stuff like that.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what sucks about ours? I mean, when they were little kitties, we bought them cat beds, the cat beds and stuff like that. And they would like sleep in that. They were together and they were all cute and shit like that. And now
nothing, right?
well,
Lily
every now and then, but she had to put the fucking cat bed
Up on a shelf.
up on a shelf for her.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if it was on the ground or on the couch, nothing.
My cats sleep pretty much anywhere besides their actual
Bed.
technical cat beds. Yeah, like anywhere. I can have my dirty clothes on the floor and they're like, "Ooh, this is cozy."
Right?
Good smells. Yeah.
It smells like mom.
You guys' cats sleep with you guys at night?
No, but honestly, we've talked about it. I think it's because they were about 6 months when we brought them inside and have just always been more skittish. But they're coming around now. I mean, they are almost 5. And our roommate at one point had a dog. And so when we moved out and it's just our place and the cats, it's like they have more freedom to roam and be comfortable. No, they don't. They like to bring toys in the room and meow at like 3 a.m. or walk over me to get into the bedroom window.
Sure.
But they don't sleep with us yet. Here's hoping.
How about you, Tammy?
Mine is again dependent upon mood, but it's usually the little one. He'll go through spurts where he'll be, and now currently me and Dusty live in separate houses, so
That's a good call.
on the weekends there's a lot more foot action and tossing and turning and whatever. So neither one of them even try. It's hard. I have a difficult sleep. But anyways, when I'm by myself during the week, sometimes he'll go through his spurts where he will sleep in the younger one, he'll sleep in here with me. But always, for sure, always, if I'm not feeling good or if I'm taking a nap during the day, always they both will come sleep with me.
I want to get back to that, but go ahead, Ray, with our cats and sleeping.
Well, Lily most of the time does not sleep with us. Once in a great while, she'll sleep at the end of the bed, very seldom. And usually about once a night, she'll come up and she'll lay literally across my throat. And she's
literally
10 plus pounds and furrier than crap. And so I'm like, and I'm having to move her down because she's like choking me, and she just wants pets. And then I pet her, and then she'll usually move on her merry way. But
So
Tucker's
does she have the longer hair?
Mhm.
Yes, real long hair. She's
That's
a
gonna be
big,
fun when
huge.
she gets old. That's
Yeah.
gonna be fun. Yeah.
She's a big fluff ball.
I will say, Panther, whenever Neil goes out of town, Panther sleeps on the bed with me. Not necessarily next to me, but she actually
Like
likes
on
to
the bed.
sleep on the bed in his like foot spot
Yeah.
side.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Now, Tucker, different story.
Tucker's a whole different story.
Go ahead.
He
Tucker likes to sleep with Dad.
So Tucker is a daddy's boy for sure. And every night he'll come up. And so he likes to sleep between our pillows. But before he goes to sleep, he has to throw himself up on Jeff, rub his face. Then he goes down and starts sucking on the extra little pillowcase, like the opening of the pillowcase where it's extra fabric. And then that'll happen for about a minute. And then he'll go back up and throw himself on Jeff and rub his face all over the place. And then go back down there and curl up and do that again. And he'll probably do that 4 to 6 times.
Wow.
Before he finally settles in. And sometimes if I'm facing that way, then he will do that to me a couple times. But mostly it's Jeff. Every night.
That's cute,
And it
though.
will happen
That's cute.
multiple times a night.
Yeah. And so that's, if you see, this is not a video podcast, but if you see bags under my eyes, thanks to
Tucker had a good night.
Yeah. I would love to set up a video camera, like just to record that, because I've
You
never
should.
seen that
Yeah, you should
before.
get either like a little.
That's so cute. Like the whole thing
Little
from
ring.
beginning, like especially if it's like 4 to 6 times, like the
Yeah.
whole thing, the whole routine.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
he started when he was a little bitty cat, little
Yeah.
bitty kitty, and he would crawl
So
up.
then that was just his
he would
comfort
crawl, he
thing.
would crawl up on the bed
Exactly.
and shit like that. And I thought, well, he'll get over this. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
That's all right though. It sounds like you hate it.
I love it.
I know.
It's sweet.
Neil grew up with
It
cats.
is sweet.
I did not grow up a cat person. Neil grew up with cats. And when we first had the kitties in the backyard and he saw Pepper, he was like, I want that gray kitty. I want her to sleep on the pillow with me. And I was like, even if we end up with these kitties, they're not sleeping in our bed. They're not on our pillows. Like, I don't want that. And now it's like, yes, you can sleep in her bed.
Yeah.
I'm converted. But
That's cute.
yeah. Oh, he was all about it. And I was very anti.
I wasn't a cat guy
So
either.
since
I was a dog
so
guy.
since
Go
if
ahead.
you were more of a not so much a cat person, so who's the main person who cleans the cat boxes?
We actually mostly share that responsibility.
Oh,
We have
that's
a
good.
Yeah.
part of it. So I grew up on a farm and we had like barn cats, but
Oh.
my mom was super allergic. My sister was super allergic. So, and barn cats like came and went kind of thing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'll preface this. Carolyn's dad's a doctor.
He's not.
Oh.
Jeff
He's
likes to
not.
joke this. He's retired, but not from medicine.
He's
From
not
being
really, but
an amazing construction
Yeah.
superintendent and
yeah.
engineering. Yeah.
Jeff's never had a cat until we
No.
got Mila.
Not
Yeah,
till
these
me.
were my first. I mean, we had
Oh.
like the outside cats, but I was a kid, so
I
like
was a dog
it
guy.
wasn't.
And still am a dog guy. I love dogs.
Yeah, so we had big dogs and outdoor barn cats.
But I wouldn't let him get another dog after Bubba passed away.
Yeah,
We were without any animals for a few years.
Mm-hmm.
And then he
Yeah.
found Mila, and he was like, please, like a little kid, please, can I just please?
You said I can't have a dog, but can I have a cat?
He's like, I'll take care of it. I'll clean the cat box. I'll feed it.
I'll take it for walks. I promise.
Well,
I
and let me
promise.
tell you. So I said, okay, you're like a little kid asking. But I'll tell you what, I might have cleaned her cat box once or twice in the 3.5 years. He actually held up to that
Wow.
and did it.
yeah.
Changed her water every day, fed her like and then she loved on me.
hmm
Yeah, it sucked because I wanted that
That's what
cat.
Neil gets jealous because both the kitty girls are like mama's girls, and he's like, you didn't even like cats until
Yeah.
I told you we should have them. And I'm like, I don't know.
But-
They love mom.
This
I bring
one,
this fucking cat in the house, and I love Mila, but I mean,
yeah,
bring this fucking cat in the house and shit like that. And I did all the shit. Ray did the parent thing. Okay, you gotta, she gotta, You got to feed it. You got to do the clip. You got to do this. You got to do that, like you would a little kid. And she gravitated to Red. And I was like, this sucks.
They're starting to give Neil more attention, and he's getting really excited about it.
Yeah.
I was pissed. Not
Ours are definitely split. Like Tucker is definitely his and Lily's definitely mine. They definitely gravitate towards both of us, but we both share that. I mean, we both just, whoever gets to it first.
Mm-hmm. Or you notice it gets bad and it's done.
I kind of do the wet food in morning and night, and he does all the dry, making sure the dry food in the water's done. But like if I'm going to be a little bit late, then he'll go ahead and feed him or vice versa, and then whoever kind of just gets to the cat box every night.
How about you, Tammy?
It's pretty quick.
Who has cat duties?
Oh, it's me because like I said, we have separate houses right now. We just went today and we might have found our home.
Ooh.
But anyways,
So
right now.
Okay. Who if when you get your home, who has cat duties?
Oh, it'll probably be me, but he would definitely share it. But he would definitely he would share it. Like I mean, it would probably be primarily mine. But if I couldn't do it or whatever, I mean, he's someone who, if he sees something that needs to be done, he's going to go ahead and do it. So, I mean, it's not like it's going to be like a big deal. Someone will do it. So.
Yeah. That's cool.
So have you as well, Rayette knows, but like I make the fresh dog food and dog cookies. Have you guys experimented at all with any kind of fresh cat food compared to just like that you said that you use wet food and just dry food, and like what kind of dry food do you use?
Carolyn.
Panther is our sensitive girl, which includes having a bladder full of crystals. So we get to buy prescription dry food for urinary issues. But Pepper eats it too. And the vet said it's just like preventative for her. It's not bad for her to eat it. And so I get auto shipment every couple months, and they both eat it. And we do like the free feed trough. So we don't do morning, night, whatever. It's just you fill it up every week or two and it filters down into the bowl. And that works for them, other than the vet told us to keep an eye on Panther's weight. And I'm like, well, good luck with that, because we don't live a lifestyle to do morning or night feeding, and they were feral. So we feed her and wish her the best.
What about you, Tammy? What do you do?
Oh, for me?
Yeah.
With kitty food.
Well, I had really good luck with that dental diet. Of course, there's got to be a dental. But with my other kitty,
office. Yeah,
he was my last kitty was 19, and so that's all he ate until towards the end when he was really old and this and that and all the stuff that goes along with it. I was trying to give him other things that he could eat. He was still eating the crunchy food, but I was trying to keep weight on and give him I gave him all kinds of supplements in the different gravy sauce kind of situation, to where they could get liquid and still I can mix in vitamins and stuff. And I did that for a couple of years. I know I got an extra couple of years out of him from doing all of that stuff. But currently I still use that dental diet. It's they're bigger round chunks, but they're hollow in the middle. So when they crunch down into it, it helps to kind of clean their teeth.
Oh, interesting.
And then I still give them treats. I've got, what is it called? Tiki Cat. They have this, it smells like crap, let me tell you, but it's got real ingredients. It's got real meat, and it's also got organ meat in there, and there's none of the bad stuff that's bad for them. And it comes out like a wet food sort of thing. So I give them both some, but then I still put that science diet, the kitten food, because it's like small little pebbles.
Yeah.
The dental diet is from a science diet also.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then so then I put and I only give my bigger cat some, and I give the little cat. He's like a teenager. He can eat, and he's still a tiny little cat. But I give him most of it, and then I just sprinkle the little kitten nuggets over the top, and give that to them probably 5 days a week. But
Oh,
other
okay.
than that, then I free feed the dental diet and then their water and stuff. I don't give them treats or anything like just that. That's a treat for them.
Yeah. It was so funny when we first brought the kittens inside. I didn't know what I was doing at all and got overexcited and filled the back of my car up with anything you could imagine from Mini Pet Mart. But they didn't like the canned food. They didn't like wet food.
Yeah.
And just really haven't ever. And so I like gave it away and we've just never really tried again. I think if they get older or like need adjustments, we would try again. But
Well,
like once a year, we'll give them a little tuna for like a holiday
Oh,
or their
that's the other
birthday.
thing that I do too is you can get those, the packets of like tuna and stuff. You can get
Yes.
packets of
Yep.
salmon
And
because I would make them salmon once in a while, but I'm like, okay, so if you're in a hurry or whatever,
yeah.
you can just slide that packet open and put that, and you've got like that fresh
Yeah, and it's
salmon for them.
just tuna or salmon in the water. Yeah, those
Yeah.
like vacuum sealed packs that you can take
Yeah.
camping.
And that's a
Mhm.
handy thing. They love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
We have those.
Yeah, we're supposed to give them to Carolyn.
Oh, I love me some hand-me-downs.
I know.
So we free food also all the time, and we use the Hills Science diet
Yeah,
stuff.
that's the urinary stuff we use.
But we just switched them to the adult one for 1 year old and older.
Had a birthday.
But wet food, they told us to give them wet food up to a year old because of the water content and to make sure they drink enough
They're hydrated.
and whatever. But I think they just like it. And I don't get
Try the tiki cat. Try the tiki cat. They've got all different.
I've seen those at Petco.
Well, and look on Amazon too to check for some other deals and stuff too, because they've got so many flavors. They've got like for sensitive stomachs or whatever. They've got for all different kinds, like fish ones and beef and just all different kinds on there for whatever kind of need that your cat has.
Yeah, I just kind of switch off different wet ones because they kind of get bored and they won't eat anything pate. Nothing pate. It has to be like the flakes or the
they're dicks
minced or something. They hate pate.
Huh.
But I've gotten to where like
it's gotta have like tons of gravy in it.
Like some of the ones that like the Sheba ones that have like 2 little trays.
Yeah.
Sometimes I've gotten to where I just split 1/2 of a tray between them because sometimes they'll leave it all and sometimes they'll eat it like it's the last thing on earth.
So that one that I give them, if I don't put the cat food on top of it, they will not eat it. If I just put that, it's like a pate that squeezes out of the packet.
Yeah.
If I just put that on their saucers to eat, they won't eat it. They'll like smell it and walk away. And then when I sprinkle the stupid little nuggets of the kitten food, then they eat it every 100% of the time, no matter what flavor that it is. So I don't know.
Funny.
Yeah.
The cats love their dry food.
Yeah.
Or the crumbles. The crumble, like when they're eating, well, they've got that big food so that you get all that extra crumbles, which they're not going to want to eat. I mix some of that kitten food in there with it, and then all the crumbles get eaten.
Smart.
Yeah.
Well, we feed, the kitty cats the dry food, but we do the wet food separate. And they're fine. And they eat the hell out of the frickin' dry food. And they love the Hills.
Yeah. And ours just free feed on the Hill Science diet urinary one.
We were going to phase them out of the wet food, but I don't know. They still kind of like it.
And they're still kind of like toddlers.
And while they're active, I mean,
like toddlers.
Yeah,
right.
I think so too.
They're not like adult cats.
That extra little burst of energy food for them or whatever.
Plus they're assholes. Go ahead.
I want to make, I've seen some videos of different like interactive toys for cats where it's basically like a cardboard box, you cut circles in there or whatever, and then you can put like a piece of food in there where they have to sit there and paw around in there to try to get that.
Yeah,
or
I've seen some of those.
Yeah, and I thought that'd be something kind of fun while I still have my cats kind of young. It's where they can actually get in there and do something.
Or they still want to play and everything. Yeah, I have a cardboard box that I cut holes on the top and the like 2 sides and flip it over, and then they jump in there like a little house.
Yeah.
And then they'll pop their heads out of it and like,
Oh,
We
you know.
did that when Grayson was younger, and it was like a whack-a-mole thing. He'd pop his hat and go in and out, slither in and out. But then once he got over a year old, then he didn't want anything to do with it anymore. Any toys that you buy, no. But then you
You're
put
so finicky.
a bottle
Mhm.
cap on the floor, or like off of my lotion, the little cap on the thing, or something
Oh, yeah.
random, or a tinfoil ball. Then they'll play with that all day long.
Yeah, we can't do tinfoil.
Oh, there's a tinfoil story, isn't that, Carolyn, with Tucker? Remember that? When he
We
was a
had
little bitty
our
kitty?
dining room chairs.
Oh, I mean, I remember the table being covered.
He was like clawing up the chairs to get on the table, and I didn't want him on the table. So I covered the chairs in tinfoil.
Because we heard about that.
I remember that.
And then
You had a picture of that.
Yeah. And then he ate the tinfoil, got a bowel obstruction.
Oh no!
So it cost us $600 at the vet.
Yes. Okay, I do remember this.
You do remember that.
And
I
they were
know
on
you do.
special food. And
because you.
yeah. Yep. So no tinfoil in our house.
So
yeah.
here's a question, because we obviously spent $600 on this little shit. We only had him a couple of months. You willing to pay vet bills for your cats if there's something going on?
I don't know
Carolyn?
yet. So because they were feral, but we brought them inside when we decided that we were going to keep them as inside kitties, we tried to go through cats and we couldn't get the feral fixing deal because they were already safe inside of a home. So I went through Phoenix Animal Hospital, which I really do love them, and we continue to take the girls to them because one of my friends that does Melly Cat Rescue had, like, while we were working through having kittens in our backyard and what to do, like, I was asking her questions about it. But it was definitely like, I want to say like $1,500 for both of them between getting them fixed. Well, so because they had to have a vet appointment before they would fix them to make sure they were healthy enough to even be fixed.
Sure.
Turns out they had everything, fleas, worms, etc., and we had to have them in our house for a bit. So they had to have that appointment and pass all the checks before they would even schedule getting them fixed. So between all of that, yes, it was like around, I think, $1,500. And at that point, I told Neil, like, okay, well, we paid this and we probably will never pay it again. We've never really had to pay much more expenses other than checkups or vaccines. And like, yes, there's the prescription food, but honestly, it's like, I think $120 and it lasts us like 3 months-ish for both cats. So it's like, whatever. It's actually not that bad because we get the biggest size bag. I get it from Chewy was more expensive. I think I get it through PetSmart, but I still have to have the prescription for it. Ships to our house. But I haven't had to deal with anything big with them yet. So I don't know if I can answer that question validly because I'm not sure what I would do.
Oh, you probably would.
I think it also depends too, like on your current financial situation for one, but the age of the cat too.
And what's wrong in the chance of like quality versus quantity of life. Really?
Exactly.
Like, am I going to pay $3,000 for something that might fix something or might give them a few more months? Or are we just going to
That's what we had to do with
about
Hazel.
Yeah.
The one who had that bobcat fever. And they said, well, there's a possibility we could keep her overnight and we can do this, that, and the other. And it's going to be minimum at $1,000. And there's not a good chance of her surviving. Well,
yeah.
Yeah,
that's kind of with Mila, because she had the kidney stuff and they were telling us that there's no way we could do this, it.
We gave her a couple treatments. They were like $60 a treatment just to help make her comfortable for a little while. And then we were sitting there on a Sunday night and she was walking across the floor and her legs went out from under her. And we knew that because we said if we saw any signs.
Right.
Then
and that's hard when you
through that.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's so hard too. And then you have to
keep them alive for you.
Yeah.
And having the partner there to reassure you, like, I told you, don't let me fall back on this. When we see this, no matter what I say, we have to follow through with this.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, I think it does depend on financial situation and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
age and all that stuff.
And what's medically wrong. Like if it's a little more money to fix something very acute, knowing that it will be fixed, then that might be a little more worth spending.
Or,
Like
yeah,
I might have a different conversation. Yeah. Or is this like there's just a chance it might get better?
I remember spending I think it was like $700 or $800 on our cat Callie way back, probably 20 years ago. I don't know, at least 20 years ago, probably. And having like an abscess fixed and everything. And it was a simple abscess surgery, blah, blah, blah. But back then, that was a lot of money for me.
Yeah.
With 2 kids and everything else. And then she ended up dying like 3 days later or something anyway. So I always have that in the back of my head,
right.
And not the animals are indisposable or
it's a back and forth decision for sure.
It is.
Thinking about this, it's just an animal, but it's my baby. But can we do this? But how long is it going to help? Are they suffering? Is it just making me feel better? It's total back and forth.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's a tough call. When we got ours, they were $125 a piece. But we got because we got 2, so they ended up being $100 a piece. But that included being spayed and neutered and microchipped and their first shots. So really, I thought that was a good deal.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't have to deal with them, being.
Did we lose Tammy?
No, I'm here.
Oh,
yeah,
okay. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so we didn't have to deal with, getting them spayed and neutered and stuff either. So
that's a really good deal because I remember back when I was still back in Klamath Falls, it was around or in I think Brookings when I got one of my cats there, Shorty. I think it was like $75 or something way back then, and that covered all that stuff.
Yeah, so pretty good deal, I thought. And plus, it's just done. You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, and they already have you set up and everything.
Yeah.
Have you had very many that? What was the oldest that you had cats?
I think Jamie was 17 or 18.
Oh,
yeah. I left him when I moved to Kansas. I left him with my ex. He actually ended up with all the animals, and so he lived another even few years after that. So,
Carolyn.
Yeah.
When we moved to Oregon to our property in 1990, there was a cat, calico female. That's how I knew they're kind of rare. But her name was Allie. But my sister's name was Allie, and the cat had just had kittens, and it was a property cat. But so we called her Mama Cat, and so one of the kittens also ironically was named Pepper. And I think my dad found her in irrigation. She just was small and ill. But then the other one was long-haired, orange and white calico. And that one was mine because then Allie had the other cat, the mom, my sister. And then I got Sweetie, who was lovely. But Sweetie turned out to be a boy.
Oh, he's a real sweetie.
Did you change the name?
Nope, sure didn't.
No
I mean, I was like four at this point. Yeah. And
so hilarious.
And they were the outside barn cats. And then I think Sweetie got sick, and I forget if he died or if my parents had to take him in to have him put down. Mama Cat lived for years. Even where she had gotten under the hood of my dad's truck, and when he started it put a hole through her stomach, abdomen area, and they took her to the vet and stitched her up a little bit. But she's an outdoor cat, so you just bandage them up and hope for the best. She lived for a really long time. Yeah,
duct tape.
Yeah, and so those were
duct tape and baling wire. They're
so
fine.
She lived for probably the oldest cat that I've technically had, but I was a kid and she was a farm cat, so it wasn't really mine. And then, Tammy, Jeff, and Maria have heard these stories, but we're gonna go into it. I'll go quick.
Go.
We had a bad run of kittens when I was a kid, which maybe didn't help me not to be a cat person because I just didn't know. But because we had the barn cats, then we thought it would be fun because I have an older sister to get sets of kittens, and we kept them in a shed, chicken coop shed type thing. So they were indoor still because they were kittens, but they would be indoor, outdoor. And looking back, I think we were just like raising them to be outdoor cats because it was never a thing that we would have indoor.
Right.
But we went through 3 sets of kittens within like a year, and then we stopped getting kittens.
Jeez.
What happened to them?
The first set, we were on a family vacation, like a family reunion on the East Coast. I think so. All of this happened between me being like 7 and 9, from what I remember. So the first set, our neighbors were supposed to take care of, and while we were out of town, they were let out and ran away from the neighbors that were supposed to take care of them. So we came back from vacation and never saw those kittens again.
Okay.
Set 1. So I get confused between the circumstances of set 2 and set 3. So 1 came first. Set 2, I believe, my sister's kitten was killed in our front lawn by a neighbor's dog.
Oh.
Super traumatic for all of us. And then my mom ran over my kitten.
Oh no.
And it messed, like, she was so upset. So I vividly remember I was playing Oregon Trail on my school computer, and she was picking me up after school, and she came into the classroom like crying. And because she had left to get me, she checked all around, and we think it had been up above the wheel well of her car.
Oh.
And so she was she was so distraught. And I was just like, okay, I don't know. Because I wasn't even used to having cats yet.
We'll get another set.
And so we did. We sure did. We did. So set 3.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I didn't know. So we get the 3rd set, and my sister's kitty gets really sick, and we take him into the vet, and it's positive for kitty leukemia, and they put it down, and then tested mine, and it was positive, so they put it down. And then we never got kittens again.
Oh God.
So fast forward 25 years, and I found some feral backyard kittens, and now I am a crazy cat
and you're
mom.
out.
Yeah, that was
Kittens.
yeah.
Yeah.
And my parents still have barn cats, but they just get like adult rescues, and they get a little bit attached to them. You like hope for the best.
But not as much when they're outside, just
right.
like
And
in
they're
the barn
adult
and
cats
yeah.
and do the property and know where their food's going to be.
Sure.
So they've had better luck than our kittens
Yeah, I
over the
wouldn't
years.
think I would be as attached to cats that were like that, like barn cats.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, that's
one
the thing
that sleeps
with
with you.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And,
well,
and
that's
they,
how
and they don't
mine
go inside
started
the
out.
house. Yeah.
Yeah, yours started out as barn cats, right?
Mine started out that way, but then it's like I just got lucky because they don't all come up to you.
Right.
They don't all want to
Right.
come up to you or anything. So being able to have those and have them, rescued out of that, then that's but the thing of it is every year, just like now out there's one new fresh litter of kittens, and then there's 2 or 3 more mamas that are pregnant, and
It's never
there aren't
ending.
there aren't any extra cats running around. What happened to them out in the country
Mm-hmm.
with wildlife and whatnot? And
Coyotes and trucks.
well, and then that, and then
Really?
so Dusty's mom tried to get some of the mom cats. They got those and went and got them fixed. Well, then they're shunned from the colony because the tomcats will run them out, and the other females will run them out. So then they go out and make their home somewhere else, we will say.
Mm-hmm.
So
But they're gone. They're gone. Once they
Interesting.
get and that's what she thought she was fixing the problem by doing that. Well, no, they're just going to shun them off, and then the other ones that are able to reproduce, they're going to be able to still stay there. And the tomcats aren't going to run them off. There's certain tomcats that come around, of course, but they will run off the ones that are fixed.
I feel like our kitty's dad was a neighborhood tomcat. And also, it's so less expensive to get boy cats fixed. It's less expensive and takes less time for healing. So
Yeah.
if they can just fix
But there's still
fix the
going to be more.
tomcat.
As long as there's farms, there's going to
Yeah.
be tomcats. You
Yeah.
can try to fix them, and
Yeah.
there's going to be other ones.
No,
But
yeah.
then they'll be out there with the other ones.
That's true.
So, okay, on that subject, kind of, sort of, not really at all, but we all have indoor cats, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you're in a neighborhood like our neighborhood or whatever, and you see kitty cats, and stuff like that.
I meow at them. I
outdoor
say
cats.
hello.
Yeah. Does it kind of piss you off? Because it does me.
We want our kitty girls to be able to go outside, like, because they are fixed now. They love when the screen door is going. They chirp at the birds, all the things. It's just our original house when we found them was on a very busy street in a residential neighborhood. But now we're also in a not short term, but few year rental. But we're out in the country and our neighbors have dogs that we know may or may not like our cats. There's coyotes. Like I don't, it just doesn't, it's such a temporary place. Like I don't want them to necessarily be out and then have something happen to them.
We always had outside cats.
Well,
They
see,
were like half indoor and half outdoor.
Yeah,
Mila
that would
was
be our
the
preference.
first one that was a complete indoor cat for me.
And
Well,
same with Neil. But I've always just only had outside cats at all, period. Like whether they were barn cats or when we attempted to have kittens that did obviously not go very successfully.
Bark cats are different. I'm just saying, like, if you're in a neighborhood, and I just want you guys.
I guess it doesn't piss me off because I used to be that person. All my cats were.
I wish I had cats
half and
that I
half.
knew could hang out in the backyard and then still come in the door. But we don't have that right now.
What about you, Tammy? I mean, you
I think it depends on the, like the neighborhood and I am the family, I guess, what they're comfortable with, or, with the neighborhood that they're in. With me, I have thought too, because we had thought about putting a catio in. So, that because my room is basically going to, okay, we both snore. We're having separate bedrooms in our house. Okay. And so my room is going to be basically the cat room that they allow me to sleep in there, because my walls are going to be like the shelves and the stuff. So they have a
Yes, I
cat
want
room
that.
and whatever. And we had talked about a catio to where they can have like a cat door to go out to the catio. So if they wanted to, but then I was worried about the fleas and ticks. And I thought, well, then why am I worried about that if we're going to do some treatment and this and that and whatever for the yard collars, whatever, because the dogs are going to bring it in. So even if I keep the cats in the house, they're going to get it in there anyway. So, I mean, being able to, I think in the country, it's smart to, if you're going to have a cat, then where I'm going to be living out in Mount Vernon, then it's going to have to be an indoor and/or catio situation, like a controlled environment, because I don't think that they could go out and in and out and stuff enough. I mean, safely without having to deal with possible wildlife or something
Right.
or whatever. So
I like the idea of a catio.
I know, we've talked about it. We might
have
try to
too.
finagle our like fencing of our porch backyard area to do that.
Yeah, we've kind of.
And they even
talked
have
about it.
simple ones. They have simple ones where it's just basically like a one room thing. You don't have to have, I've seen some really cool ones of like tunnels and all kinds of
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
and whatever.
Ours, we pretty much just have to figure out how we could close off our area to the rest of the property, because that's like the main, there's one big open area that if they jetted, they could jet. But then we do have a fence around the other part of it. And I wonder, because it's the like chain link fence or like the playgrounds and stuff like that. I don't know if cats can climb that or not.
they can.
Oh, they can.
Well, Gypsy got pregnant with a big, tall wooden fence, and that's where Grayson came around. So, and she just had to go through a dog
Cats
door.
can climb that.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I'm going to go back real quick. I mean, because when I see cats, in the neighborhood and stuff like that, especially when it gets cold,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
I
man.
feel sorry for
or
'em.
rain, or
Well, I guess that's where I was like, I didn't know if you're mad. If you're mad because they're out and your kitties aren't, or if you're mad that they. What are you?
Yeah, that's
like more
that's why.
sad, mad.
It makes me kind of like pissed off. Like, dude, man, these kitty
Like,
cats.
do you not care about your cat to let it in the house?
It's just,
But then
that's just
again,
me.
maybe
Like,
they have a cat door,
But
and the
yeah,
cat's
maybe the
choosing to
cat-
be out.
But the cat wants to do it.
Yeah, maybe.
Or maybe it
and that's
doesn't have a
fine.
home or
That's-
an owner
well,
to.
no,
Because let me tell you, Hazel, when I moved her out there to Dusty's cabin out there, she'd sit out there in the rain all day long.
Yeah.
She didn't give a shit. She wanted to be outside. She'd go out there and get dirty. She'd play in the mud. She'd go out there and run around,
I got you.
whether it's sunny, rainy, anything. She didn't care.
Well, my cat Jamie would go out and sometimes be gone for like 2 days and then come back. I had a cat box in there in like the laundry room just as in case he ever did it. But I never, ever had to scoop a litter box. Ever.
That's how
Yeah.
Hazel was. She would always go outside.
Yeah.
And this is why I'm saying it pisses me off because I'm a new cat guy.
Yeah.
'Cause
I
I've
know.
never had cats.
Because you
I
never
know.
had one like
Well,
that.
and that's
yeah.
why the litter box was part of the reason I didn't want to have cats. Like that
Yeah.
grosses me out. I don't like the chemical smell. I
It
don't
does.
like
I'm
the
thinking
poop
about getting
smell.
that rotating
No,
thing.
so
I don't know
we-
what it costs.
We
but
actually get like
A lot.
a wood chip litter. We love it. It smelled because we had dogs that would be in and out growing up. But big property dogs, they have their outside house and you have cedar chips. That's their bedding and keeps them warm and keeps them clean. And so when we found this wood-based litter, I absolutely love it. It does not smell
that
chemically.
sounds like a good idea.
It's awesome. It's weird because it almost looks like granola, but it's like wood chips. Oh, we love it. And that's, I think, one of the only ways I tolerate having inside cats because I don't think I could do regular litter.
See,
So does that work like litter though? So it like absorbs it and you have your clumps and stuff?
Yeah, for sure. It's OK Cat, and they have different types of it. They have some like pellet style, paper style. But yeah, no, it's just like an alternative to the
Interesting.
regular litter. But we love it, and I get it from Mini Pet Mart, and they take my phone number every time, and I think it's buy 6 get the 7th free. I don't know, but it's a punch card thing. It's good.
Huh.
They like it. I like it. Yeah.
But Tammy, I mean, I thought about the rotating thing too.
Yes.
And one of my really good friends here, he has cats, and he got it, and he said that they kind of fuck up all the time.
Oh, I wondered about
Or
that.
they
I
don't-
wondered.
He
Yeah.
said he has a lot of problems with it.
Well, and
Yeah, so
for
you're
me,
spending like
$600.
$700,
Yeah.
$600-$700.
Because I know cleaning out my own boxes, like there's certain spots where they want to pee more, and so
Yep.
it gets all clumpy there and stuff. And
well, and Jeff and Rhett know my friend Emily, they got it,
Yeah.
and they have I think 4 cats between them and then their daughter's cats, and 2 of the cats don't use it. So you still have to have an additional litter box. Like 2 of the cats actually don't use it.
Because
They don't like
you know what,
it,
with that little one
sound.
I
that
never even thought of that.
he's probably too spooky to
Yep.
even be. That'd probably scare the crap out of my little
Yep.
one because he's a scaredy cat for sure.
Yeah,
Tucker
so
is
that's
too.
part of it is like you can spend the money, and
Then
if not everyone uses it, you still have to do the other version.
I'll just stick. I've got those dome ones where they go up the little
Yeah.
stairway and they have the thing. Those are awesome. Those are the best ones I've ever had.
yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just going to use the regular litter box.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
We've
We-
got a system down. It
We
takes 2 minutes to clean it at the end of the day.
We have a good
Whatever.
system. Neil's got that like research engineer smart brain. But when we first got the kitty girls, because they're big girls, like they're Maine Coon, they're big girls, big poops, all the things. And yeah,
big poops.
and so we actually have a litter box. We have 2 litter boxes, and they're within storage totes, like that you move with or camp with or whatever.
Oh
that we cut a door into. So there's a door.
Oh, I've seen
Yeah.
that.
And it contains it so well. And that method
And then you
has
just
worked
take
with
the
us.
lid off and clean
Yep,
it, and
yep. And
then
then
all the scraps are staying in there
Yep.
instead of on your
and
floor.
the dust, yep. And then every couple months we'll like take them outside and hose them out, like every 3
That
to
is
6
so
months, depending on the
smart.
weather. But it has made a huge difference in like
Especially with big
the
cats.
mess. Yep, big cats and dust and residue and litter. Yeah, it's actually we have a decent setup that we did pretty cheaply.
And see, and being cat illiterate, because we had 1 with Mila, and then we get 2. I thought we were going to have to get another litter box, but
I've got 2.
apparently it's okay.
Yeah, we just
If it's
scoop it every
working well,
night and it's
yeah.
fine.
Yeah, we
But
clean.
I don't clean my litter box every single day. I'm not going to do that.
We
Oh.
try
I
to
don't.
do daily to every like 2 days. If you go 3, it's bad. Like if we're going on to town for 1 night, we don't have to have someone come check on them. 2 nights, maybe still don't need to come check on them. But by 3 nights, like, I have my friend and we trade. I check on her cats. She checks on mine.
Do you just have one litter box for your 2 cats?
Nope, we have 2. So we have them stacked because they're in like the storage totes, and so it's like a double decker of that.
Oh,
stacked.
stacked.
And yep, and they both use both of them. So
Huh.
yep,
That's interesting. I'm gonna have to think about that when we
Yeah.
get to our new house.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get your number from Riette and send you a picture.
That's very cool. I really like that idea because then it's like contained and
Yes.
clean.
Yep, and it helps
love
with like
it.
the dust residue too and the smell.
Yes, I
and
hate that.
I forgot
And
the
your
other
ceiling
part.
fans.
Yes, and I forgot the other part is that there's like almost like the dust buffers that they have on the back of semi trucks that have like the tentacle legs.
Yeah.
We have that on the doors of the boxes. So they can easily get in and out, but it also like helps with keeping, because Pepper, who is our active girl, loves to spray litter everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Yeah.
almost like a little buffer from the box to the living room.
I would be very much interested in
Yes.
seeing that setup.
I'll definitely send some your way. And Neil found it online, but it's pretty ingenious and it's worked for us for years. I think they were probably like maybe a year old when he figured that out, but we've had the same setup for, I'd say, probably 3 to 4 years, and it's really sturdy. And so then we just take it outside, hose it out on a sunny day, leave it out for a few hours, and good as new.
We totally dump ours every trash day and then put in a new thing of litter and then scoop it every night.
Mm-hmm.
And then like on Thursdays, I'll add a little bit more litter to it.
Yeah.
And then that's just our system.
We don't want to have.
You know what my secret is baking soda in between.
In the litter?
So like when you dump out the whole thing and you're starting over with a brand new litter, then I go ahead and put some baking soda at the bottom of the thing, and then I put the new litter in. So then like when at 1 week, I'm still able to use that litter, but but by then you've need to add more litter. So I sprinkle in the baking soda again, and especially in like the pea spots, whatever, add a little bit extra. Then I go ahead, then I add the clean litter on top of that. So they still have the scent from this is still my pea box or whatever.
Yeah.
But then you have the neutralizing and the clumping and stuff. So it's easier to clean off of the sides of the box and whatnot because of the baking soda, and it neutralizes the smell. And then you have the nice clean litter on top. And that's how I do it.
Oh.
Well, see, I'm
So it
lucky.
kind of integrates the both things.
I never
We're
thought
lucky
about that.
because we have an extreme couponer in Riette.
Mhm.
She gets like freaking.
I know, you're so amazing.
She gets
You're
like
so
litter,
amazing.
you know,
I'm
really
impressed.
good litter and shit like that.
Speaking
for like
of that, I
nothing.
have 6 boxes in my trunk we need to unload.
Yeah, for you.
But anytime you don't have anything that has a baking soda in there, just add baking soda into it. And let me tell you, that works wonders with clumping and with
Remember
odor.
that.
Interesting.
And keeping that off of, you know
Well,
how
they
it
put it in
gets
the
all
refrigerator,
muddy
so-
on
Yeah,
the
that's what-
sides of the box? I
Yeah.
freaking hate that when it gets all muddy on there and you can't
Yeah.
clean that off. If you put baking soda in those areas, because even after you clean it, then you see where those like
Yeah.
darker areas are on the thing. That's where I concentrate the baking soda on there. And then the next time you clean it out, those areas just fall right off of there because the baking soda absorbs it.
Learn something new every day.
Our assholes will probably say, fuck it.
I buy it. No, I
they'll go
keep it in
around
there
it.
with it. And the cats have their own bedroom. And so I keep a case of baking soda, those little boxes, the little 1 pound boxes of baking soda. So I can use that because I have the 2 cat boxes. Then I have their cat food, and I have, all of the stuff that they need in there to change their cat box and whatever. And it's just easy peasy right there. Sprinkle the baking soda in there, and then put after you've already cleaned it out, put the new stuff on top. You're good to go. And then you can make it last longer. You don't have to dump it every single week.
We'll probably have to do another cat episode because I didn't know this was going to go this long.
We still have plenty to talk about.
Yeah, we have way.
Let's do a part
We can
two.
do a whole episode on the cat box.
About
I know, right?
Yeah, and
I had to throw in my childhood kitten trauma at least, okay?
That's fine, yeah. And
I didn't even get to put in my childhood trauma. Come on.
yeah.
Dude, that's 47 episodes.
We'll
worth.
save. No. Oh, I just said the kitten trauma. We're not delving into the others.
Some of my childhood trauma was kitten trauma.
We didn't even get into the cat proof our house shit, and stuff like that.
There we go. No.
No, this has been awesome, but I definitely think we have enough for a part 2.
Yeah,
I think we
we'll
do,
get together
yeah.
and do a part 2.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to play some outro music, Tammy, and we can still talk during it, okay?
Okay.
All right. Jeffy McJay at almostfamousradiopodcast.com. Thanks, Carolyn.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's been a little bit.
I know. You need to have you back in here more often. Tammy, thanks a bunch.
This was so cool, Tammy. Nice to meet you over the phone. Hopefully in person
Nice
at
to
some
meet you
point.
too. It's so much fun.
We'll
Yeah.
do it again.
Brett,
Sounds
you.
good.
I love you.
so we're out. Okay, yeah, that was awesome, right?
Didn't realize we went that long. That's
We had an
awesome.
hour and
Now
20
I'm really
hour and
feeling
20
like
minutes.
a crazy cat
Yeah.
lady.
You're welcome.
Well, join the club because we're all
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Like we talked an hour and a half about cats and cat boxes and
Yeah.
And we didn't even we got vulgar a little bit, but not much.
I would say
Oh, we
the
did
beginning.
pretty good.
It started out
Dusty
hot,
must
but
have
we
left
reeled
the
it back.
Dusty took a nap.
Dusty left the room.
There you go.
He's like, oh, this is really about cats. I'm out.
He's like, yeah, I'm out. Bye. I'm taking a nap.
I love you guys.
Bye.